What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Next Wave podcast. I'm one of your hosts, B. Zanny, joined by my co-host, D. Woody, and we're back from about a month-long break to bring you guys a nice chunky episode, taking a look back at EWC for BO6 that just went on this weekend. Battlefield 6 reveal was today. Also going to discuss the roster moves going on, as well as some Halo talk as the new major is coming up. Make sure to stay tuned for another great episode. Let's get right to it. All right, Dak, it's been a minute, but we're back. We had to let some big stuff play out to have a noteworthy episode come back into the mix. But how are we feeling back on the mic?
Good, man. Feeling good. Just been chilling. Not much esports going on besides, random EWC events, but the things that we watch have been stale lately until COD happened. So, yeah,
absolutely.
Just been playing a lot of CS, man.
That we have. We needed something new and fresh, and we had the Battlefield 6 reveal today. So we both have the same outlook on this game. We're not looking to drop bombs and have a high KD or anything. We want to just strictly have fun on this game. Troll a little bit, just kind of sit back, relax, and play a little bit. And we had some fun on the older Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. So I'm looking for something like that, and the reveal was definitely pretty fun. It looked pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah. Some of my favorite memories on Battlefield is just getting in a vehicle with your friends and doing dumb shit, and having those moments where you feel like you're in actual chaotic war. Yeah, because I remember I played Battlefield 1 a lot, and they had the big blimp, the Zeppelin or whatever. And you could take it down and it'd crash in the middle of the map, and then that was straight chaos, and I had so much fun on that game. So
yeah, the destruction in this one looks next level. Mm-hmm. It looks very realistic. There's some whole entire buildings you can destroy. They highlighted a lot the sledgehammer that you can use and to hit the floor out from under you, or you can shoot, nade the floor out from underneath people now on certain areas of the map. But it all looked very realistic. The gunplay looked very natural and not overcompensated, but not nothing in terms of recoil. And the guns looked pretty familiar. That's my only thing about it. I wish we got a little bit more creative with the gunsmithing part of it, making weapons just look a little bit different, whatever it may be. We just seen the same guns across so many different FPS games so many times. So just want to see something different. But they also teased a battle royale coming back. So back with, what was it, Battlefield 1 that had the Ring of Fire?
Battlefield 5.
Battlefield 5. Yeah, they called it
Ring of Fire. I'm pretty sure.
Firefront or something. The actual game mode was called something. But yeah, so hopefully they made some improvements, because the old one that didn't necessarily get the retention, retention really. It was barely even talked about.
That was
after
prime
the first month.
Battle Royale time, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it was probably the year after Apex came out, maybe, so, I would assume, or something like that. I feel
like they really had to fumble to not have that take off, because that was hot at the moment.
Yeah, I think I played it one time.
Yeah, same.
And I was like, okay, and I didn't really know what was going on. The looting was weird, but regardless, pumped for another FPS to come into the mix. What was really, really crazy is they introduced which has been a thing, but it looks like they made it even crazier, Battlefield Labs, which is essentially Forge, essentially create your own world. And they were showing off maps that were only up, oriented, literally jumping on map elements, just working their way up. And then there was one that was going up a road that was vertical and avoiding all the shit coming down, a mini game.
That's one of my favorite.
That's going to be major.
Halo.
That's going to be major for the success of this game.
Yeah.
Because obviously we've got some good customization in Halo now, but off launch it wasn't as good as it could have been, or wasn't there. Map editor wasn't even there.
It took like over a year to get Forge and Halo Infinite.
So yeah, but I'm excited. Another something else to come into the fold for us to play. Hopefully it is on Game Pass.
I just hope it's casual fun, not too. It always sweaty.
Is.
Like there's gonna be sweats, but not too sweaty.
I like to play personally. If we're playing like the game mode that has 6 capture points and it's massive and stuff, I'm probably running a sniper. Like obviously there's some moments where you can get kind of mixy in their base and spawn kill and stuff with a AR SMG, but like I like to play like the rush mode. That's like a COD mode whenever I want to just like get kills and stuff. So I'll just play a whole different mode. But I'm definitely going to be laying down in the back of the map sniping on the big game modes. That's my shit. Yeah. So
I'm afraid it's gonna fry the shit out of my PC with all these.
I'm afraid it's gonna be 300 gigs.
Yeah, that too, bro. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to play on everything low. That's for sure.
And I hope it's
other than
not,
view distance. View distance all the way up.
But I hope it's not as buggy as 2042 was, because I remember that being a huge issue. It was so bad at launch that people just kind of stopped
There's a whole
playing
movement. Every marketing piece that you see comments, don't pre-order. Remember, don't pre-order. # no pre-order, because pre-ordering lets them, if 30% of the eventual player base pre-orders it, I don't even know if that's a fair percentage. It might be less or more than that, but let's say 30%, and they see that, they don't have as much inclination to make sure it's as polished, because they have a guarantee of 30% of people already purchase this, right? And so everyone's saying don't pre-order. We got to learn from 2042. It was terrible off drop. There was a bunch of pre-orders for it. Don't do it. And they also went all out with this one. I don't remember this was like a COD Next. I don't remember them doing this for previous ones.
I don't either. So, and if they did, then my bad.
They mean business.
Yeah, I feel like they really did go hard this time, and they're trying to bring it back.
Campaign is back. I don't think there's been a campaign since Battlefield 1, right? Did Battlefield 1 have a campaign?
The World War II one? I don't know. If they did, I didn't play it.
I don't think it did. It might not have, but they haven't had a campaign in a couple titles. So I was a big fan of the Bad Company campaigns.
Yeah, me
Obviously,
too.
Those
were the only
elite.
ones that I played.
It's just Weird Al Yankovic Call of Duty, pretty much. It's like we're going to make fun of Call of Duty with these campaigns, but it's also going to be good. But yeah, we're excited for that. But in the meantime, we're going to be sticking to our CS grind and Elden Ring itches that we get casually. But yeah, let's talk about EWC Black Ops 6, the final event of the year. As we talked about in our previous episode, could OpTic go back to back here at EWC? Spoiler alert. They do. They go back to back. They cement themselves as the best roster in the year, winning the 2 biggest tournaments at the end of the season.
That's just
from going
crazy.
0-18 with the team you won a ring with the prior year to winning champs and EWC back to back. Insane.
There was literally a point where it looked like they were just going to ride it out with Skies and chalk the rest of the season and just get top 8 the rest of the year.
It looked bad.
And I couldn't believe it. It was the worst OpTic roster we've ever seen. And we don't know why, bro. They literally won champs the year before and couldn't play together 6 months later. It makes no sense.
It might have just been a game thing. Benjay went on stream earlier this week and said that apparently Pred is like one of the worst teammates in practice. So,
oh boy,
maybe that had something to do with it.
That's just Benjay.
I don't know.
Bro. That's bullshit.
But yeah. So obviously, to start this out, we had bracket play was the first to come from this. So everyone, or pool play. Sorry, had to win 2 matches to get out of their bracket. Going into the bracket play, the teams that made it out of their bracket were OpTic, Surge, Toronto, aka Movie Star Koi, Miami Heretics, Omit, LA Thieves, Boston Breach, and Five Fears. So we actually had 2 AM teams that made it into the bracket, Five Fears and Omit. Omit goes to their final match. They're 1-1, got to win this one to get in, and it's against FaZe. who went down prior already. And so they're playing for their tournament life. Both teams playing for their tournament life. Omit failed to beat them. They actually threw. They could have beat FaZe twice over this weekend. But Omit were able to take it over FaZe, and FaZe go home in top 12. So they don't even make the bracket play, which was definitely the biggest surprise of the weekend, in my opinion.
Since worst placing of his career.
Yeah, which is crazy, by the way. Granted, he has been in a 12-team league the whole entire time other than BO4, so I guess, it's the worst placing you can get. Yeah. But technically, he could have gotten one placing worse if they went 0-2, which we knew was not going to happen. But 5 Fears, they are the other AM team that make it. They end up bouncing back from a first match loss against OpTic. They go on to beat Cloud9 and to beat G2, aka Minnesota Rocker, to send them packing as well. And 5 Fears make their bracket appearance, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, because this team wasn't even supposed to be here. This is the team that got to be here because Ravens made too many roster changes. Still sucks that's insane for Slasher.
Dude,
he's missed out on both EWCs now.
God.
So that's tragic. But yeah, so those 8 teams made the pools. And obviously OpTic go on to win this thing. But we had some really, really good matches throughout the tournament. And what was really nice about this tournament and solidifies OpTic being the best roster is the only point that you really could have made for OpTic as champs is that they didn't play 100 Thieves and they didn't play Miami. And everyone says Miami stacks up well against OpTic, and that is absolutely the case. Not only have they stacked up against everyone well, just because they're a good team, but specifically their style of play and the pace that they have really does rival they're just a good counter to OpTic. And so we really needed to see them two play to be like, okay, yeah, they're just an insane roster. So coming out of pools, OpTic play 100 Thieves in the first round. They take them down 3-1. They kind of got smoked in the S&D, but the other 3 maps they were able to take with ease, doubling their points on the map 1, winning by about 50 or so. In the map 4, Shotzi came in on Jin Hill with a 4-piece to seal the deal.
Yeah, that was nice.
And they take down the Thieves, which led them to play Miami Heretics. And so we're getting to see the best of the best go up against this. I was pretty convinced whoever won this was going to win the event. And so OpTic go down 2-0. They lose 250 to 249 map 1.
That was crazy.
And then they lose. And then they go lose round 11 in the next map. They were up 5-1 or 5-2 in the search and came back on. So they needed a hard reset going into map 3 to pull off the reverse sweep, and they do it. The control was insanely close. They made some crazy plays to get through on Hacienda, hop on the point and clutch up. And they were able to reverse sweep. That was definitely the craziest series of the weekend.
I think this was the best series of the weekend, and I got really scared because OpTic threw the fuck out of the Skyline map 1. They did. I mean, they tried to get the final tick, but Miami contested, so it was 249 to whatever. Miami had the next hill already on Roto. So Hook, instead of just hitting front, he took like a super long route and didn't even make it to hill in time, and they ended up losing 250 to 249.
He would have made it.
But
the guy picked it up.
Yeah.
The guy picked it up.
Yeah, Metals or someone backed up Kabul because I don't know. He probably just
it wasn't a bad play. The guy just made a better one, honestly, and picked up the pinch. Which in a gritty game where you can't let the other team get a point, playing for that pinch is crazy work.
Yeah, that is
like
crazy.
That's just how disciplined and good of a team Miami is.
And Metals had a really good event. You know,
he did.
He's always been talked as like the inconsistent player. If he's playing good, then Miami's playing good. If he's playing bad, then they're playing bad. So he's really picked it up recently. Yeah, so Metals stock has increased for sure. And then the round 11, that was just a tragic search. So back-to-back tragic losses. They're down 2-0. I was thinking like, God damn it. You know, wish we could get both of those maps back. But nah, dude, they clutched up. And this was by far the craziest series of the weekend. I knew after the control they would probably win map 4, so it was really just going to come down to protocol search. And OpTic looked great on that. And they've looked great on protocol for the last 2 events. And that was like one of their worst maps for a while. So yeah, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
so crazy that Merc just came in and they are now the best roster in
team.
Black Ops 6.
It's crazy, bro.
Insane. It's actually insane. You can't write this shit any better, bro. It's a phenomenal year after being the worst year.
And it's impossible to pull off that reverse sweep and not go into the grand finals with some crazy confidence. So Vancouver, another finals appearance, including the minor. That's 4 finals appearances on the year. And they just, again, have no eyes, can't get it done. OpTic sweep them 4-0 and made it look really, really easy. 04 needs to change his name because it's not boding well for him.
Yeah.
Other than champs, I don't think they won a single map on LAN in grand finals.
Wasn't there an event where he dropped a 0.4 in a map or something, or in an event?
For sure. It could have been an online match,
and now he's 0-4 in finals. Like it really does just come back to haunt him every single time.
It does. It really does. But yeah, nonetheless, OpTic cement themselves as the best team on the year. And for teams like FaZe who go out top 6 in champs back-to-back years, and then they also lose this EWC, not even making the bracket play. So you got to think changes are on the horizon for them. And then Thieves is interesting because they formed what we thought was a super team to start the year, and they end up looking like it the whole year until champs and EWC. So at champs they go home top 12, right? They got DFR.
Yeah. No, they won a series. They
top
beat
8.
Yeah,
they get top 8, two majors in a row, which technically top 8 at this is last in bracket play, right? So, tough for them. And luckily, Breaking Point has all of the latest news in the free agency world for us. And I thought this got off quick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised this is happening this quickly. I don't think the confirmations. Sure, yeah. I don't think the confirmations of teams will also be this quick, though, unfortunately. We're probably going to have to wait till, September, end of September for those. But, yeah, as we can see here, Awakening no longer with Boston Breach. I think there's definitely going to be more changes coming with that. There's no way it's Cammy, Snoopy, and Purge, and then they look for one. There's just no way. I wouldn't hate keeping. I think it'd be a great move by Boston to keep Purge and Snoopy, just because they're two of those players who go to another place and make you regret it, right? Because of their ceiling. And Purge had a really, really good year. So I hope if they're looking for one, that's an insane move.
Yeah, that is.
Because there's not much. While they're both good players, they don't have the power to attract the top.
And it feels like the rest of the league is gonna be better this upcoming season with all these free agents and these super teams breaking up, aka FaZe. I feel like some of these teams are gonna get better. You got Craze and Mamba coming in. There's gonna be a shakeup for sure. And who knows? Some of these teams will have players that were good this year, and then they make a team next year and they're just ass, but I feel like the level of competition is rising a little bit. Yeah.
And as you can see below that, Abizi enters restricted free agency, which means he's under contract. He's going to require a buyout. I can definitely see Simp and Abizi sticking just because I can see them sticking just based off prior success and looking for 2 more ARs and just breaking up the trio because it's time. As you can see, if you scroll down a little bit, there's more FaZe stuff to just tie this together. Stellium entering the FA market, Draza entering free agency. So right now, it's pretty much just Simp who's staying on FaZe, which is absolutely the correct move if you're going to retain anyone, right? That's a no-brainer. I personally think the best roster, and obviously this tells you what other free agents are, but I think the best roster that will consistently be able to trump OpTic, let's say, we're assuming that OpTic maintains this form, right? The only roster I see, and I think this would be a great roster, would be Simp, 04. I would try to retain Cellium if you can, because just because he's an FA doesn't mean you can't retain him.
Yeah.
I think you try to keep Cellium and get rid of Abizi, bring in 04, and then potentially Kenny, or I would consider Abuza.
Yeah.
I think that Simp and O4 could be one of the best sub duos in the league, just strictly based off the eye test and how one another play.
Mm-hmm.
O4 would enable him back to being like a roaming Slayer type and just going nuclear and dropping the numbers that he
and
does.
Simp still has that. So.
Oh yeah.
That would be kind of scary.
I think obviously a new roster. If he can't retain, if you don't get Celium, I would try to go for a Booza and then maybe a quicker AR, maybe a Booza Sib, or I can't even think right now, but a Booza and someone a little bit with.
You could get one of the new guys, bro.
Maybe maybe a Mamba or a Craze, yeah.
And don't forget about Abe. Abe is on the scene now. He played great at EWC, so
true.
We got new players coming in that could really make rosters better.
I'm not sure. Craze was usually mainly using a sub, from what I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's considered a flex or not, but yeah. So we've got that whole Omit team that made some noise that could potentially have a spot. So that's Vivid Mac, Mamba, and Craze. Craze definitely showed out, and I think he's 100% going to be picked up by a team. I wouldn't be surprised if it's maybe Falcons, maybe Pred, if he's building that team. Clayster, they decide to pick up a new player. I wouldn't be surprised. Clayster's been known to try out young talent, so we'll see.
Now, if Falcons has money to spend, that could be an Abizi buyout situation, but then they'd have to get rid of Xnid. And would they do
Actually,
that?
Xnid would consider running a flex, I'm pretty sure, in that scenario. And I've seen him use an AR, and he's good. He can definitely be a flex player. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something like Craze, Pred, who'd you just fucking say? Xnid, and Abizi. Or instead of Craze, you get, a more solid main AR, right? Like a Sib maybe or something. But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff happening. Ultra and Kleenex free agency, so there's definitely a lot of room to work with there. Abe was only signed for the remainder of the season, but we can definitely assume, unless people come knocking with higher bags, that Jodeci's will probably stay on Ultra. They're a pretty well run organization, so I can see them definitely retaining him.
But the rumor is
Abizi,
like Jodeci's and Abizi are trying to play together next year, apparently. But their buyouts are insane, so I don't know who's going to do that.
I mean, if they really want to play together, I mean, whoever's buyout is cheaper, you gotta do it that way, right? Just to save whatever org that ends up retaining the more expensive player. It's just how it goes.
Yeah.
So,
but man, that'd be crazy. They'd be annoying to deal with.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going down. Metals and Real free agency.
Yep.
So but entire Vancouver roster's up for free agency. I mean, Neptune's another good shout for a lot of these teams that need a little bit more slaying capability. So we're gonna see some really good rosters being formed next season.
I wonder what Nasty's
I'm excited about.
Stock is like. I feel like Nasty was solid all year. Like
he's great. He's a gap filler. That's just what he does. And he had some really good moments. And this was definitely his best season by far.
Yeah.
So you just gotta hope he can. I think to be able to be part of that conversation, kind of like how a Booza currently is, kind of how I guess kind of a Insight currently is. Even an Awakening, I need to see it one more year, or a couple events of some consistent across a different title. Really, is I just it literally could be the first event that he looks okay at, and I'm like, okay, I'm on the train.
Yeah.
So we'll see how all that plays out, because that Surge roster, I mean, 4 finals, just never got it done. So the ice is in question.
Diamond Con free agent.
Top 6 challengers.
What about Skies? You think Skies gets picked up?
Unfortunately, I think he might on like a scavenging. In my opinion, I think it's so brain dead. If you already know by the way you're forming your roster is by people who haven't gotten picked up yet, that you're probably not going to look too good unless you just come out and randomly you're good for some reason. But like usually when you're going in as a bottom tier team. And if you're in that position and you need an AR, going for skies in that scenario versus taking a chance on someone is just it's just stupid to me. I would much rather already a couple steps behind other teams entering the season, take a chance at the beginning of the season on an up and comer rather than go to someone who literally sucked ass last year.
Yeah, for sure. But I'd still think he'll be on a team somewhere. Because he had a decent year in MW3 and he literally won champs the year before that. So I feel like he has another year of a chance. LAG was just a absolute disaster the whole year.
If I'm the GM though, right now I only see him getting a reach out immediately for like bottom 6 teams.
Yeah.
And if I'm the GM of one of those bottom 4 teams, and we can kind of see that by the players that are available and willing to sign with us in our budget, I'm taking a chance on someone I have to pay less for because they're coming up from challengers. Obviously, they're good.
Yeah.
It's not strictly because they're affordable. I'm taking that chance over getting Skies, but hey, he could prove me wrong. I hope he does. I like Skies as a player and as a person, so I hope so.
Gwen is a free agent. I'm sure he'll get picked up somewhere, but
absolutely. Yeah, he's good.
I don't know about Linz. Linz had
I don't think he's good.
He had a great rookie season, and then this year was a disaster. He was decent his rookie year. He was in talks with Gwen. But then he missed EWC for personal reasons or whatever. I don't know, man. Linz had an insane down year, so I don't know if a team would take a chance on a guy like that.
He also fell off in MW3. He was not good the last half of the year.
Yeah, so he's probably back in challengers. And then Afro's been talked about all year long about how good he's been.
I could see him getting another shot, definitely.
He tweeted he's feeling like the best he's ever felt. He's really trying to get back in the league, so he might be a good shout. And yeah, that's really about it so far, at least on here.
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of players on the board and available, and so we've got a lot to look forward to next year, but we've got a long break until then, so we're going to need to get back to our tier lists and our drafts to keep these episodes going. But we do have some Halo coming up this tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Bet. Let me pull up. Oh, you got it.
Yeah. All right, so we got the Salt Lake City Major coming up. And as y'all know, OpTic has won the 2 majors this season so far.
Both from losers?
Both from losers. Insane runs. Halo's actually fun as fuck to watch this year. There's a ton of good teams now, which is expected. It's the same game every year. People are going to learn the game by now. So everyone's kind of evening out. But, yeah, so here's pools. OpTic has Envy and then Unreal Nightmare, who is Common, Haynes, Mortally, and Septify. Septify is the only one I've heard of.
Common?
I don't really know him. Envy is good. They had a good event at DreamHack, so that's going to be a team to watch out for. But I'm sure OpTic will 2-0, 3-0, whatever, make it out of that pool. So FaZe apparently skipped an online tournament, and people are saying it's to get an easier bracket.
They would have been where Unreal Nightmare is.
Because
it goes A, B, C, D,
yeah,
A, B,
that actually would have been
D,
crazy.
A, B. So if they won one more, they would have been, I'm assuming, right? This is just logically.
Yeah.
If they would have won, they would have went up one more seed.
Damn. Okay.
So that would have put them, which adds up, right, to what that theory is, because that would have been a much harder pool to be in.
Yeah. Still pussy, but understandable.
Very pussy. Very pussy.
Honestly,
I'm praying on downfall, bro.
Yeah,
I am praying on downfall.
Same here.
I'm hating so hard on them this weekend.
Yeah, same here. And Formal said, did you see that podcast clip where he was like, dude, 15 to 20 times in my career in COD and Halo, you'll be sitting there before a match with your team and you're like, dude, if we just threw this match, we'd have such an easier bracket. And you all laugh about it and you joke about it, but you don't actually do it. You go out and you play the fucking game.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so yeah, that was their thoughts on it. Team Nemesis and TSM very well could beat FaZe in that pool.
Dude, my thought process is, bro, okay, maybe you got yourself an easier pool. You're gonna play the best team anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna play. You got at some point. You're gonna play the best team. So that means that you value just putting a higher number of your placing, a better number in front of your final standing at the end of the tournament than you do actually beating the best, like winning the tournament. Like that just means that you prioritize second over third.
Yeah.
Which just means you're not playing for the win.
Yeah.
Like because you gotta beat the best team at the end of it.
Exactly. Yeah, I think there's too much going on in their heads about this. Like, FaZe is going to crash and burn this tournament. You can just feel it. I don't know. It seems like
FaZe
a bad
and Space Station to
start.
play each other.
I do too, and I think it'd be hilarious
they just
if
duo
Space
swaps.
Station shit on them. That would be so funny.
Yeah.
But
that'd be amazing.
SSG has Complexity and Omit. Who's on Omit again? Oh, that's Lethal's team and Spartan. They're new because Lethal was on Cloud9 last event, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Omit picked up
and then Complexity is King Nick, Mental, Ryan Noob, and Cherished. Formal will talk mad shit to that team if they play. Shopify Rebellion, Cloud9, and Zero Tenacity. That's the easiest pool for sure. Oh, this is actually a good team. That's the old Quadrant roster.
Yes, it is.
And then this is Shopify's goated. I forgot.
Shopify is insane. Who was the other team?
Cloud9, Avuchi, Boobadooboo, Collect, and Sabinator. Collect has been on every one of these rosters except for like 2 of them at some point, dude. That guy gets thrown around.
Except FaZe and OpTic. He's been on everyone.
Yeah, dude, that's
Literally.
insane. But yeah, I mean, pools look good. Like all of these.
By the way,
teams are
Zero
good.
Tenacity, commonly referred to as Z10.
Okay, that's kind of sick.
It's fire. Yeah, it's fire.
But yeah, no, all these pools look really competitive. I'm excited. This is going to be a good event. Salt Lake City was a fun event last year. Space Station runs it, so like they always throw a good event. And it's usually a smaller venue, kind of intimate. So I like it.
I like that.
Yeah.
That makes the crowd sound louder.
Yeah, for sure. So it's going to have an old school. If it's at that same venue, I feel like it's like a kind of an old school LAN feel. Just real.
Do you
on
see
top of each other.
any AM teams coming in here and making bracket?
Nah. I think
I got BTH.
Yeah.
BTH is coming in.
Who's on
and they're
that
fucking
team,
shitting.
dude? Where can I
I
find
don't know.
them?
It's
open bracket.
I don't think it's gonna show you any teams.
Showed a couple. These are.
Wait, click NAHC. Who is Kraken? Who's on that team?
Super CC and Suspector.
Super CC, Suspector. Okay. Envoy.
These are all Aussies. This is a Mexican team.
No
I'm
way.
pretty sure before DreamHack I looked up how like Mexico and the Oceania things were going. These two teams just dominate. They win everything.
In the most recent like open tournament or whatever, I think BTH got like top 16 or something, which is like the pros don't play in that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Not the best.
Yeah, not great. But I think every team except for every team is pretty decent, bro, honestly.
No, they should.
Like all 16 or 12.
The way the gap is in Halo, like
there's definitely a gap.
They should. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This should be the teams that qualify.
Yeah.
Like this should be the bracket.
Yeah,
right
but
here
I'm saying
well.
like I could see some upsets for sure in any of these pools because these are all good teams at this point. Like at DreamHack, Omit was beating teams. Fucking Envy was beating teams. TSM was beating teams they shouldn't beat. Like it was crazy. So I'm excited.
What is the bracket? What's the bracket say? Is it Pool A versus D or on the bracket? It doesn't say.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Damn.
Yeah, so we'll just have to find out. But yeah, I'm excited. Gonna be a good event.
Yeah. Luckily this is they scheduled it very well, waiting till Black Ops 6 was over, and then it's following the next weekend. We just watched some good esports. We want to watch more. They knew that their audience coincides with COD a little bit, and here we are scratching for some esports, and they're delivering.
Yeah.
So we like that. We like to see that.
And then mid-month of August, we have Rocket League EWC. So that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we got end of September Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And then
and then off season going to hit hard.
Off season going to hit hard.
Yeah. I think Halo Worlds is usually October-ish.
Yeah. I mean, Battlefield 6 comes out October 10th.
Okay.
The beta's next weekend.
Okay.
So we'll have some stuff to play.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and round off episode 66 with pick and bans. You got yours?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll go ahead and start us off here. So it's been a month since our last podcast, so things have happened, time has transpired, and in that time we've been grinding some CS, and I finally pulled a gold.
Yes.
I pulled a knife.
Yes.
It's currently for sale. I think I may have missed an offer or something. I got an email, but I was at work. I need to check that.
Oh, you can get the CS Flow app and just send it on your phone real quick so you don't miss it.
Oh, I eventually, after I got the email, I downloaded the app, but I don't think I got it in time. But yeah, I pulled a knife. I didn't care, literally did not care what I got out of it. Could have been the worst knife in the game. I just wanted the feeling of pulling a gold. And I think about after $300 to $400 probably worth, I finally got it.
Yeah.
Finally got it.
Stained Nomad.
$200 knife. Stained Nomad.
I'd say that's like a semi-decent knife. It's a
semi-decent.
It's not. It was definitely dopamine. You got dope from it. It's not like you pulled a Boreal Forest Navaja or something and you were just like, oh, fuck.
Some DD Pat Navaja just pissed off. No, I definitely, the dopamine hit greatly.
Yeah.
Wow, I just trumped so hard. The dopamine hit greatly.
The best dopamine.
Insane. The best dopamine, actually.
But yeah. Yeah, that was lit.
It was.
My pick is Da Bears training camp is going on.
Training camp season is here.
And we got Ben Johnson coaching now, and he's like actually trying to change the culture, which if this goes south and we suck and we lose 12 games, it's going to look really corny, but apparently he's just coaching them hard as fuck. And like Caleb Williams is like overloaded with way too much knowledge right now and struggling with that. I think he's just trying to like see where their breaking point is. If any of them fuck up, they get pulled out, no more reps for the rest of the session. Yeah, our rookie receiver, I guess, lined up wrong twice and just got yanked for the rest of the day. And they were like, go sit on the fucking sideline. Yeah, so he's not playing around. And I think he's like actually trying to just get all that loser shit out of there. So
good.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yo, Schottenheimer's doing the same thing with the Cowboys, and this is nowhere near as disciplined, but we had like 2 or 3 fights in training camp the other day, and he had them doing sprints like it was high school.
Nice.
And if you know anything about our past head coaches, they were not hard at all. Like we had soft ass McCarthy after winning a Super Bowl, and then we had Jason Garrett, who I don't think I've ever heard yell. Yeah, like he tells his kids sorry after he tells them to go to timeout type shit. So this was a big deal for us Cowboys fans that he was putting his foot down, making superstars run, right? So
yeah, that's exciting.
Love training camp. Training camp makes us all so
I try not to read too hard into the bullshit. Like you see Caleb Williams throw a crazy touchdown against scout team defense, and you're like, oh shit, we're here. The Bears are here. Caleb went 5 for 5 against the second string defense today. But
he pulled off a 2-minute.
Yeah, but no, I'm excited. I mean, it seems like things are changing for our shit franchises.
Yeah, it's crazy. You might have seen this headline today or yesterday, maybe it came out. But my ban is Celsius and High Noon. Did you see this?
I saw it.
The distributor that I guess they both use the same packaging distributor, and they accidentally confused the beverages. So in 8 states across the country, there were, pallets of High Noons that were actually Celsiuses and pallets of Celsiuses that were accidentally High Noon, which is the craziest shit ever. Because I know so many people. Luckily, Texas wasn't one of them, but Oklahoma was one of the states.
Oh no! I should have gone and tried to find one.
I know. And so those are all being recalled off the shelves right now.
That's so funny.
Cass brought this up. I didn't even think about this. Imagine being fucking a decade sober and you open up your Celsius and you just broke your sobriety because there's a High Noon in there.
That'd be crazy. But no, honestly, I think if that happened to me and I didn't know that this was going on, it'd take a little bit for me to realize what's happening. I'd be like, why do I feel so weird?
Oh, absolutely.
What's in this Celsius? I'd be tweaking.
Now,
bro.
Obviously, we're not getting buzzed off of one High Noon, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But some people would. Some people who don't drink would, or some people who've been sober for 10 years would.
Counter, you buy a pack of High Noons, and then you have a heart attack because you drank 12 energy drinks.
Yes. Yes, and if you couldn't tell by then, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
you might have
Like,
you might have
dude,
been already been drunk.
I'm not even drunk. I've had 12 of these. Like, what the fuck? My
Imagine
heart is
drinking-
racing.
Imagine drinking a pack of Real High Noons that you've had in the fridge for a month, and you're like, I need to sober up, and you go get it back to Celsius's, and you just get even more hammered. You're just so fucked up. But yeah, I saw that today, and I was crying laughing, and I had to write that down.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's fucking comedy. All right, my ban is both of the CS updates that happened in the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
First was trading. Yep. Trading now, you can reverse the trade. If you send a trade, you can revert the trade. And it's for people that get hacked and people trade their shit away, which that's a good thing to have in place. But
sure,
you have to wait 7 days when you get an item to put any stickers on it, to take any stickers off of it, to trade it again, to put it on the market. Like, it's another 7 days. So the market's moving a little slower now.
Yeah,
and
it's gone down.
I've bought some weapons that have shit stickers on them, and I'm like, I can't wait to take this damn sticker off the gun. But you got to wait a week, and yeah, it's a lot. And then on CS Float, if you sell something, you got to wait 7 days to get the money from that. Because the trade has to verify.
Yeah, I just sold an AK, and I'm just
so
gotta wait.
Things are moving a little slower. And then on top of that, they put out another update where they're doing some new animation software. It's called like Anagraph 2 or something. And they changed all the knife animations slightly, and like the weapon pull out animations slightly. And some are good, some are bad. The butterfly knife, I guess you can no longer spam inspect. People that have butterflies are pissed. They killed bunny hopping somehow, and they didn't mean to. Apparently, they're trying to fix it, but you can't bee hop anymore. And it's such a problem, and people are so mad. Somebody literally coded the fix and sent it to a CS developer and was like, "Fix your fucking game." So
that's CS insane. Actually,
like,
what the
yeah,
fuck?
the CS dev was like, "Thanks, I'll look at this and like see what we can do." But that's
crazy.
Every op skin in the game was fucked up.
Yep.
For some reason, they fixed that, which is good. But yeah, that was weird. It was like cursed weapons, bro. Like, it looked like your
cursed.
Gun was just a jumbled up mess of graphics. It was really weird. Trying to think of what else. There was just all kinds of issues that day.
Yeah.
So
and some of the animations that they changed were not it. Like the AK sound is not it.
You mean the little?
Yeah.
I like it.
Everyone's hating on it.
Yeah,
I don't mind the change, but like the community consensus is, why the fuck did they change it? They've messed it up. They ruined the AK.
The bomb is falling through the ground on Mirage, and it happened in a pro match. And
I saw
you can't
that.
Pick up the bomb.
I saw that. It was at Arches at B, right?
Yeah. So that's an issue.
Yeah.
And someone found in the code, apparently they're adding a cosmetic called Pets to the game. I don't know what that's going to be. And they also found that the armory is going to have some sort of auction thing for skins where you can auction or pay like armory stars and try to get skins. And it's like an auction and people bid their stars. But whoever just buys the fuck out of armory credits can take you out.
Yeah, it's just going to be whoever maxes out the four at a time and then plays the most.
Yeah. And then, you know, there's still some good animations though, like the bayonet, normal bayonet, clean ass animation. Now it's sick.
They ruined the butterfly.
Yeah, they ruined the butterfly. Some of the pullouts, like the M4, is kind of lackluster.
I liked the M4 changes.
The silenced one though, I was like, eh.
No, the normal.
Yeah, normal's fine. Silenced, you like barely fucking pull the little thing back. It was just kind of weak.
But the recoil on them got like the visual recoil of the gun looks insane. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. So,
I saw comparisons. It was bad.
I don't know, man. They're changing a lot, and the game's kind of broken.
Hopefully the feedback they'll fix it because of all this feedback.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 66. It was nice to get back from our little month break. We'll be back soon with some more episodes for you guys. Make sure to tune into episode 67 for some more. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to help the channel grow. And we'll see y'all in the next episode. Deuces.